Hi, hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Veronica and I'm a big lover of makeup, so if you want to see more reviews, looks and more fun videos, don't forget to subscribe. In today's video, we are gonna create this eye look with the new Yucca palette from Natasha Denona, and we are gonna do some swatches, we are gonna do some comparisons, so if you're curious about that, please keep on watching. Good morning, guys! In today's video we are gonna do a look with the new Natasha Denona palette. This is the Yucca palette and I am very excited. It looks amazing and let me show you the inside as well. Natasha Denona, man, is doing so beautiful color stories and I really love the packaging as well. And this is a midi palette and you can pop out these shadows as well and rearrange them or combine these shadows with other palettes. This is the box that is now on the floor. It looks exactly the same as the palette, so I'm gonna put some swatches and a close-up with the palette, and let me tell you, the shimmers, they look incredible. Natasha Denona in general has really smooth and really impactful shimmers, but these, oh my god, they are beautiful. So we are gonna prime the eyes. I'm using the Sigma eyeshadow primer. This is my favorite one and I want to use a primer that I already know, even though I know pretty well the Natasha Denona's formula. And if you're curious about anything that I have on my face, I will list that in the description box. So let's start. I'm gonna use the shade Calathea. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but this one is a cream to powder. We are gonna do a green on the lid, and then on the lower lash I want to use maybe the shimmer that is called Elysian. This one, it's so stunning. And we are gonna put this one on the edge in here, and this is a Beauty Bay number, I don't have a number for this one, it is called Hey Shorty brush, so that is what I am using. And after I'm done with the look, I want to compare some shades with existing palettes just to see if they are pretty close, because I have the Metropolis and that has a lot of greens, neutrals and gold shades. So far this shade is blending beautifully. I really love the cream to powder from Natasha Denona, and I would say that this is the sage green, so far a bit unique, at least in my collection. Next I'm gonna put on top this one. This is Willow, and I really like that you have a cream to powder green and then a matte green, and then as well we have this brown if you want to put on top of the cream to powder, and as well this is cream to powder and you have another orangey shade that is matte. So I really appreciate that as well. And I'm gonna put this green right on top, and I really like that one of the shades is called Fushi, and that is the name of a character from an anime. It is called To Your Eternity, and I love that anime. It's so good. I do really recommend it. Okay, that was very easy to blend. Let's take the shade Citrine, this one, and I will put this in here, so into the crease, and we will blend the edge of this other green. And today actually is the second time I'm using the Natasha Denona concealer, the new one, and it looks pretty good today. The video with the first impressions, because I filmed a get ready with me, it should be already no, it will be live tomorrow. If everything goes right, I'm gonna post this video today, so the get ready with me should be live tomorrow, where I am testing some new makeup. These are the mattes for now. Let's do something on the lower lash as well. I'm gonna start with the shade Valley, and I will put this one on the whole lower lash. Okay, so that is done. Let's put the shade Flex. This one, I'm gonna put it just on the edge right here on the exterior, and I will put it a bit on top of the green just to tie the lower and upper lash lines. And today actually I am going to see Fast and Furious 10. Did you see the movie? Did you like it? I am a pretty good fan of Fast and Furious. I saw all of them. I saw more than one multiple times, so I really like them in general. Did you see the new Little Mermaid movie? I saw that as well, and I did like it, but the ending, I know that it is like in the original Disney movie, but I think I would just have preferred the original ending from the Hans Christian Andersen story. It is more dramatic, not for kids, stuff like that, but I think I liked it more. But it was a beautiful movie. Maybe they could just have skipped one song or something like that. It was just a bit much, but overall everything about it, it was really beautiful, really good interpretation and everything. I really liked it. So I'm gonna take a pencil brush and this shimmer in here, and I'm gonna put that on the maybe half of my lower lash, and I'm gonna spray it with some setting spray, because I usually spray my shimmers. I don't want a lot of fallout. I don't have a lot of powder under the eyes, so I don't want fallout. And usually when you are spraying your shimmers, they are just a bit more gel-like. So let's put this one right here. I'm gonna take another pencil brush and I'm gonna put the shade Camu. I don't know what that is, but it's this one in here. This is the lightest shade in the palette, so I hope that this is light enough. Maybe the shimmer could be lighter, but I'm not sure about that. And I want to put this one in the inner corner. Yes, it is for sure. Oh my god, it is blinding. It is for sure like a highlighter, a yellow. So it's absolutely beautiful. I think I'm gonna put macchia on the lid, and maybe I'm gonna put one of these two just on top. Let's see how that looks. I'm gonna use my finger and spray that as well. Oh, it's so beautiful. I will just press it in here and a bit into the crease. So these are the other two shades. I think I'm gonna put the shade Plantasia, this one, just a bit on top, mainly in the inner part. I'm putting just a bit more of the willow shade on this edge because I don't want to lose the green. I really love it. It's so shimmery and colorful. It's really nice. So I'm gonna put some mascara and lashes and everything, and I'm gonna be back for some final thoughts and some comparisons. Lash is done. I have the style Angel from LYS Beauty. This is a Romanian influencer, and I love these lashes. They are some of my favorites. So let's do some comparisons. I want to swatch the shade, like I said, Plantasia. So this is Plantasia, very high shine, creamy and really nice. So I want to compare it first with this one, even though I know that it's just a lot. Yes, they are totally different, so scratch that. They are not even cousins, so I'm gonna remove that. Not even close. Let's swatch the shade from the mini pastel palette. This one is called Aurora. So let's see how that looks. Okay, on camera they look very similar, but one is a bit more pinkier, like that, you can see. This one is from the pastel palette, and this is from the Yucca palette. In real life, the one from the pastel palette is just a bit more like a taupe shade. Let's see from the Metropolis. I have the shade Orium, and I want to swatch that as well. Is this shade in here? It is my favorite shimmer, and this one I think is the closest one. Yes, they look, these two. Yeah, these two look very, very close. So anything else from the pastel palette? I don't think so, because this is visibly a lot more blue and the green is totally different. So not anything else. From the mini retro palette, I want to swatch these two and compare them to the ones that we have from the Yucca palette, because maybe they are just a bit similar. They are not that similar. They are in the same family, let's say, but they are not similar enough to say that they are dupes, because this is just a lot more shinier, the one from the Yucca palette. And the cream to powder, firstly, it's another formula and it's a lot more green, so they are not that close. This is side by side with the pastel palette. I only want to swatch the shade Zest. This again is a different formula from the one in the Yucca palette, but I just want to see if they are the same. They are very, very close. So if you want to have this color all over your lid and you have both of these palettes, you can put Zest and then set it on top with this one. And lastly, let's take a look compared to the Metropolis. I want to compare maybe the orange, but not the cream to powder, the Ixia shade, this one. Let's compare that one with something from the Metropolis. Let's compare it to this one, but that one is a cream to powder, so not that similar. Let's compare the cream to powder greens. I'm curious about that. So very, very different. The first two are from the Metropolis and the last one is from Yucca, so totally different shade of greens. So that is good, because I was a bit worried that these could be similar. Okay, so I have 4 more shades in here. So these two, again, totally different shades. This one is the cream to powder from Metropolis. This is Willow from the Yucca palette, so totally different. And these two are a bit close, but still. This is from the Metropolis, is the shade in the corner, that it is a cream to powder, and this one is the Flex shade from Yucca. So again, very, very different. So overall, from my Natasha Denona collection, I only have 2 very, very similar shades, and it is Plantasia with the shade from the Metropolis and the shade Camu, similar to the shade from the pastel palette, but again they are different formulas. So overall, I think that this is a very, very well made palette. The color story is absolutely beautiful, and I can say that this is the good formula from Natasha Denona with shimmer, matte, cream to powders and everything. So if you like this video and you want to see more from me, please subscribe and give it a like, and I will see you next time.